Hello and welcome to another psychology video. Now, I've not done a voice note or voice recording in a while. Most of them in this channel have been text. However, I thought I'd record my voice for this one purely because it's something that I need to discuss with majority of you even. However, this topic has come up quite frequently in the last week. In fact, in the last 3 days. And what this is about giving up. Now, I've had 3 messages saying that you're struggling and you're thinking about giving up and you want to stop trading, right? And the problem with that is the ones that have messaged me, you're new to trading. You've only been 2 or 3 months trading, right? You shouldn't expect to be able to whack out crazy percentages and be able to withdraw every week from the get-go. I mean, it doesn't make sense, and it just shows that you're not paying attention to your psychology. And I don't know how many times I can express it. You need to take the time to learn and be patient. Okay, I've been doing this for 5 years and I was not profitable for 2 of them. Now, can you imagine 2 years of losing, right? It wasn't easy. It wasn't fun. I wouldn't say I lost like every week or every month, for example. But I was making something. But it was 2 years of pretty much making nothing, right? So what makes you think? And I'm not saying that I'm better than you at all. But what makes you think that being a few months into trading that you'll be able to withdraw a crazy amount, regardless of your account size? But I don't understand where that thinking comes from. And to be honest, the trading industry is saturated by what you see on Instagram when you see these traders claiming that you can make 200 to 1,000 in a day, and you only need 5 to 10 minutes of your time. And to be honest, that's a load of bullshit, because it's not like that at all. And it really isn't, because if it was, then everyone would be doing it, right? The same with a degree, as I've mentioned before. For example, in my position, I've done 3 years of uni, and I did a few years in practice, right? But say, for example, if I rocked into uni and then on my first day, then on the second day I said that I wanted to see my first patient, right? How does that work? How am I supposed to see my first patient? Why should trading be treated the same? Why should trading be treated differently? Sorry. Because, it's still hard. It's not easy at all. Regardless of what strategy you're using, regardless of who you're learning from, regardless of, whatever your experience is with trading so far, it's not easy. And some of us know this and some of us don't. But I can't stress it enough. This channel is so important, and I want you guys to focus on it purely because it's something that's overlooked and not many of you actually think about. Because what I've seen is that some of you can be doing some really good trades. You can be crazy amount of risk to reward. I don't even know. Okay, I'll give you an example. Someone was about 90R up, 90R up in a space of a week or 2 weeks. Then they had a string of losses, but they're still in positive. However, those string of losses were affecting them so much, it was consuming them, and then that was just leading to further bad decisions. But why? Because you're still up, right? You're still in the green, you're still up over 50% or whatever percentage that you use. Why would those few losses bother you? I don't get it, because they shouldn't, right? Because, for example, I take losses, and I've shown you my losses. I take losses all the time. I don't win every single trade. I probably don't trade as much as some of you do, but I don't win every single trade, right? I do make losses. And my losses, regardless of the monetary gain and the loss, is still the same percentage-wise, but I'm still taking them, And I showed my losses, and I just move on and get on with it, because these losses are where you learn. Because I always go back and reflect on the losses and try to see what I've done wrong, what I could have done better, and and focus on that for the next time to mitigate this loss, because I don't want it to happen again. But obviously it will happen again, because our concentration does have lapses. You do have lapses in your conversation, in your in your concentration when you're trading, and that's normal. We are human at the end of the day. And you need to bear in mind, we're in an industry where we're expecting, especially with our strategy, we're expecting to make crazy percentages. You won't get this anywhere else. The opportunities in Forex is ridiculous, right? And all of us know this. But regardless of how big the opportunities are, it's not easy, right? You have to be patient. You have to, take a step back, take a moment, just understand what the Forex market actually is. Okay, understand how big it is and how much effort is actually required to become a profitable trader, right? Because I know definitely from my experience it wasn't easy, and it took me a very long time to understand what I'm doing right. Even with our new strategy, with the order block strategy, I only started that this year. I'm new to it, but it took me a very long time to actually master it. Okay, I've watched so many videos over and over again. I've read so many articles over and over again just to understand it. Okay, so regardless of your experience, regardless of what you've learned in the past, if this is new to you, you still need to treat it as, you need to treat it as you're a new trader, because you can't expect to know it, and you can't expect to be a master at it just because you've had a little bit of experience. Or if you're coming from signals, you can't expect to be able to pick up a strategy and get on with it. Now, I know that me, James, Ben, we make it seem easy. And the reason being is because, and to be honest, it's not easy for us. It's not easy at all. We experience the same hardship as you guys do. But the reason that we make it seem easy is because, well, we've been doing it for such a long time. We know what we're looking for, and we're quite specific with that, right? And you guys are just training yourself to get to that position. And I'm hoping that some of you, surpass us. That's the aim. And some of you are hitting trades that I wouldn't have even seen, and it's crazy. Most of you are doing better than me this week. So fair play to you guys. But I want you guys to take a moment each, probably once or twice in the week, just to understand the psychology that comes with trading, right? If you're having a losing run, take a step back, think about what's happened. Don't let the emotions get to you. And it's easier for me to say than it is to do, but you need to realize that psychology is such a big thing. If your emotions aren't there, if you've not got that positive vibe or whatever you need to make you comfortable, you're not going to be trading at your optimum, at your peak, basically, right? Because if, for example, one day if I wake up and I'm not feeling right, or if something's bothering me in my head, I don't trade. I don't even look at the market, purely because I know that mistakes will be made. All right. Now, I've not had that in a while, to be fair, but when it does happen, I do take a step back, and I expect you guys to do the same, right? You shouldn't be expecting to, be successful from just a few months of practice. Some of you are doing really well, granted, but I don't want you to get cocky and think that you know it all, because quite frankly, you don't. Even myself, I don't know it all. I'm still learning with every single trade, and I want you guys to realize that it's not as easy as what Forex is made out to be, because it's got no. If you think about it, there's no reason for it to be easy for an industry where you can make, you can make unlimited amounts of capital, but why would that be easy? If it was easy, you have to think about everyone would be doing it, right? So many people are failing, and especially as retail traders, the market is designed against us, right? So we are going to lose, and you have to accept that. But for some of you to say that you're going to give up because you're struggling to learn it, you're just not giving yourself enough time, right? And I want you to take a moment and think about what decision you choose to make. And bear in mind, we're sitting in December. It's probably the worst time to trade anyway. So whatever results happen in this month, it doesn't reflect the whole year. You've got an entire lifetime to trade, right? This month should not affect your decision whether you're wanting to carry on trading or not. Now, I can't tell you whether you should stop or not, or whether trading is for you or not. But all I can say is, because all I can say from my experience, I was in the exact same position. I was losing constantly, and I wanted to quit. But because I had a few winners here and there, I knew the potential is there, and I knew that if I stuck at it, you can make something out of it. And that's exactly what's happened. It wasn't easy for me. I didn't start in the best position financially either. I'm no different to you guys, and I don't want you guys. I think the assumption is that I started off in a well-off environment. I really didn't, and James only left work last year, and we all come from the same situation, and I want you guys to realize that we're no different to you, okay? And we're not claiming to be any better, and these are things that we focus on. And psychology is such a big thing. In fact, I think James took like 4 or 5 months off from the charts last year when I first met him, and he only came back near the end of last year and started smashing it again. But he needed that time off to clear his head. And if you need that, take that time off. You don't need to trade every day. You don't need to look at the markets every day. It's up to you how you choose to do it. I don't look at the markets every day. The only reason I look at it is for you guys. I want to try and see what I find for you guys to follow, right? If I don't see anything, obviously I don't send it. But personally, like for example today, I've not even traded, but I've sent in the chart for the benefit of you guys, right? Otherwise I wouldn't have looked at the chart at all, because I want you guys to benefit from my support, and I hope that you are benefiting, and I hope that I'm giving you the support that we can give you at Vertex. But just take a step back, think about the psychology side of things, and reevaluate, and give yourself time and be patient with your progress. If you aren't progressing as quickly as some others, it doesn't matter, okay? Focus on yourself. But I'm gonna stop waffling for now. I hope this video or voice whatever recording was useful for you guys, and I'm sure I'll do another one in the near future.